Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell back again with another WWE updates video. We're on to day 15 of the WWE World Grand Prix, which is of course the 8th fixture in Block A, so we're getting near the nitty gritty. We are down to the last couple of guys who can win. I think we're down to 3 guys who can win the group. The standings at the moment will be in the description below. So who will keep their hopes alive going into next weeks, or Grand Prix Day 17, which would be the final day for this block? Who gives in with a chance of making Day 19's Grand Final? So we'll kick on with the show. Hopefully another good rating. Hopefully we don't lose too much of the locker room to negative morale issues. We're nearly done with the series here, so hopefully once that's over and done with, we're back to normal pay-per-views. Morale will go up because everyone will be making these kind of shows. So we'll kick on. It's 14 segments. Enjoy. So I decided to start with a pre-show match, and it was an opportunity to give some of our kind of cruiserweight talents an opportunity in the tag division as well. So it was a poor pre-match, basically pre-show match, and it was the Detroit Machine Guns, of course that's Sabin and Shelley, defeating the Fireflight, which is Tyson Kidd and Neville, TM61, which is of course Nick Miller and Shane Thorne, and System X, which is of course Junior, Vegeta and Hashimoto, and it was when Alex Shelley defeated Nick Miller in 13:54 by pinfall when underarm snapped STO. C61, so not an amazing start, but we'll take it. Vegeta did some good work, is getting very his gimmick. Natalia did some good work at ringside, being there with Tyson. Good stuff from the commentary team. Vegeta with 63, Hashimoto with 54, Tyson with 61, Neville with 63, Miller with 38, Shane Thorne with a 40 in-ring performance, Chris Sabin with 68, and Alex Shelley with a pretty disappointing 55. Tyson Kidd improving technical and performance skills, as is Nick Miller. So overall, just giving folk an opportunity, try to keep these guys happy. As you can see, there's a few low morales there, just because they haven't been used in these kind of shows. We start the show with our 2 main events, which is of course going to be CM Punk against Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns against Finn Balor. So we just have them all, the usual hype at the start of the show, get the show off to a strong start. Roman Reigns coming across well, and an A-Star 100 segment, which continues the storyline. Interesting that Bray struggled going off script, but Roman Reigns improvised well. No skill improvements, few negatives, but A-Star 100. So we start off, we're about to have superb wrestling and great heat, and it saw Sami Zayn defeat Shinsuke Nakamura in 1807 with a hell of a kick. B plus 86, quite happy with that, it got the crowd buzzing. Nakamura with an 89, Sami Zayn with a 91. Obviously this could have been a bit higher, but as you can see from the negatives, odd face heel combination, both baby faces in this matchup, both men struggling for stamina because I went all out, and although it's not come up there is no storyline. But a good 2 points there for Sami Zayn, giving him a little chance, a glimmer of hope that he can somehow tie the lead. Our next match was about to have some great wrestling and good heat, and it saw The Miz defeat Alberto Del Rio in 15:37 by pinfall via the skull-crushing finale. A B83 is pretty good, considering it was 2 heels against each other, but it got the crowd hotter again, which is good. The Miz stood out as being good, he delivers a 96, his performances have been outstanding of late. Del Rio with 71. No skill improvements, and your negatives here, Del Rio working injured, low morale, and again the odd face heel combination for having 2 villains, but a good win for The Miz, an extra 2 points for him. Next up, we've just basically got a promo between the whole Wyatt family, because the other Wyatts are in a match up next, which you get an A91 segment. Breaking out of it looking excellent, Braun Strowman underperforming. Braun is learning though to show more charisma. It's good to see. A few negatives in there, but still happy. And a pretty good B-77 in a decent match. The Wyatt family, Corbin, Harper and Strowman, defeated John Morrison in the world's greatest tag team in 14:26 when Baron Corbin defeated Charlie Haas by pinfall with the end of days. Harper slowed down by injury, But still a good 72 performance from Braun Strowman, an 81 from Luke Harper, a 77 from Baron Corbin, 62 from Morrison, 60 from Haas, and a 65 from Shelton Benjamin. Luke Harper improving technical skills, technical increase as well for John Morrison alongside performance skills, and Shelton Benjamin in Rumble and flying. There's going to be a few negatives here, holding back is a main one here, a couple of low morales, a couple of declining physical abilities, but overall a pretty good showing from these 6 athletes. Next up, we've got Paige and Sasha Banks are hyping the matchup between them and Alexa Bliss and Bayley. Just a tag match between the two brands again. B-76 continues their Hugger versus Boss storyline, and really the purpose here was to get a good women's match, continue the feud between Sasha and Bayley, also give Alexa Bliss a chance on an event. Match did pretty well. It had decent wrestling and it didn't have much heat, and it was Paige and Sasha who won, defeating Bayley and Alexa Bliss in 13:31 when Sasha defeated Bayley. In terms of in-ring work, Bayley was head and shoulders above everyone else, and Alexa Bliss was the weak link. That's understandable. B-74, I think it could have been higher than this. Paige and Sasha don't work as a team, so if they did work as a team, I feel it would have been maybe a solid B. But it's one of the ones, just for storyline purposes, for the few feuds are going for a higher rating than anything else in the division, they had to go together. But Alexa with a 51, a good showing for her, we're still building her up. Bayley with a very promising 78, Sasha with a 63, and Paige with a 66. Again, continuing that storyline, no skill improvements, and a few negatives there. Poor gimmicks, inconsistency, but overall, pretty happy with that. So this was another Block A match, and it had good heat and decent wrestling, and it saw Cesaro defeat Bobby Roode in 15:33 via a neutralizer. C plus 68, really disappointing just purely because these two don't click, but with the awful chemistry they still have to face each other in this matchup. So Cesaro 77, Roode with a very disappointing 53, but it had to be done, and Cesaro picks up the 2 points. Next up, we've got CM Punk hyping his matchup with Bray Wyatt, and this gets a B plus 86. The crowd were worked well by Punk and he looked good. It continues the storyline. The worrying thing here is that him and Bray Wyatt have already fought 3 times, so this may take a massive hit. But again, because of the way this tournament is set up, they have to face each other again. So will it deliver or will it fail and get like a D? We'll find out now. And it delivered, thankfully. Phew. In an exceptional matchup, Bray Wyatt and CM Punk collide, with Bray winning in 1908, a standing senton splash following interference from Braun Strowman. The B plus 88 is amazing. Bray Wyatt remains undefeated, thus eliminating Sami Zayn, meaning only Roman Reigns can challenge Bray to win this section. Bray Wyatt was visibly tiring towards the end. CM Punk with a 90, Bray with a 99, and the storyline continues. No skill improvements, but delighted with that. A few negatives: Punk's declining physical ability, the stamina of Bray Wyatt, the capped length of matchup. Overall, still very promising rating. Next up, because I was unsure how it was going to go, we put in a 8-man tag, and it saw great wrestling and good heat. And the team of Apollo Crews, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Samoa Joe defeated Rusev, Sheamus, Ziggler, and Big E in 16:49 when Dean Ambrose defeated Sheamus with a headlock driver. B82, as I say, could have been a lot better, but I was unsure how the other match before was going to go. So Samoa Joe with 76, Seth Rollins with 94, Ambrose 95, Apollo Crews 93, and then for the heel team it was a Big E 90 performance, 83 for Ziggler, a disappointing 62 for Sheamus, and an 84 for Rusev. The Raw Survival storyline continues. As I say, there's a lot of people involved in that. No skill improvements in this matchup, disappointingly, and a few negatives there. Low morale, which is a reason why a couple of these guys were in, and other stuff. As I say, I've given folk like 1k every so often, like the whole dressing room. Once I go through the 19 shows, we're back to normal pay-per-views. I'll try and improve the morale with booking. if I don't, they'll be getting like 10k and all that. We've got enough money, we can afford to give them big wages and stuff like that, and big bonuses to improve their morale. But it's just the way it is because of the 19 shows that we'll be doing. The people not on the specials are going to be unhappy, which is why I'm making matches like this. But it's one of those things. You learn from it now, and hopefully you benefit from it down the line. We have a promo from Roman Reigns, A-star 100, masterful job improvising. Performance was good, and he's hyping up the main event match against Finn Balor. Of course, Roman has to win, or Bray Wyatt wins the section. And the matchup was unbelievable. Roman Reigns defeats Finn Balor in 20:55 following a distraction from Randy Orton. So A93, we got away thanks to the storyline of Orton Balor. As I say, if it was a storyline between Balor and Reigns, I think it would have been absolutely fantastic. Maybe even an A-star. But A93, great. 97 from Balor, 98 from Reigns. No skill improvements. And it means going into next week, we have Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, both men competing to be the man that wins Block A. So good there. A few negatives, Corey Graves and the two storylines, the lack of heat in this one, and the lack of associated hot storyline. So that makes me think, if these are in a feud, this could be masterful. So maybe having that feud down the line, maybe a while away, but we'll have it. And this just basically leads to Balor in the ring. He's not obviously celebrating his victory, but he's in the ring. So Randy Orton and Roman Reigns decide, let's just beat Finn Balor down. So A-star 100, it continues that little feud there. They probably aren't even going to fight at Survivor Series, maybe in a multi-man match. But it's just to get through this Grand Prix type thing with storyline. So delighted with that. Skill improvements, none. Dirt sheets, none. Apart from the usual. And we end the show with a pretty respectable A92, increasing our pop in 43 regions, so making it back from that poor episode of SmackDown previously, and I'm delighted with that. And I think I'm going to go Braun Strowman there. Roman Reigns and Finn Balor, I think you get the praise here today, and to improve his morale, I'll just compliment Rusev. So it's going well. To say we're pretty much down to 2. Balor eliminated there pretty much, so it will, and same with Sami Zayn. So it will go down to Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns on the final day of Block A, which will be day 17. So Roman's pleased, Finn's pleased, Rusev's pleased. I'm delighted with that. And yeah, it's been an enjoyable tournament where, as I say, I'm getting near the end of it, and of course from then on we have big storylines that will head right through until WrestleMania. TNA re-sign Aiden O'Shea. Ring of Honor get Carlito. Ring of Honor also get the former Sin Cara. I've had a brain fart and completely forgot what his name was before he was Sin Cara. Mystico, there we go. Had to think there. New champions in Stardom. Roode leaves finally back from his injury, yay! Ideal. Same way Jonathan Fatu, perfect. Nearly 8,000 fans at TNA Turning Point. The main event being Kaz and JTG against DJZ and Spud. Why would that be ahead of MVP versus PJ Black? I don't know. You can just look at that roster and see it's been clearly destroyed by me. Sean Morley gets divorced. But we get fantastic reviews and 46.77, so that's a good rating there on television. That's just what we want. I say Luke Harper's fully fit, as is Jim Uso. 4 episodes remaining, which is of course episodes 16, 17, 18 and 19, so that's perfect. So 4 of them will expire. The other 2 that I've missed out an episode with, which is like sort of the USA Network, we'll just do like a tribute to the Truth special on the USA Network alone. Nick Miller needs some victories, as does Alex Shelley. Great rating there. 10k for the drug testing fees though, and Dean Ambrose doesn't like Charlie Haas. As I say, once we do the finish of the Grand Prix, I'll just delete those. I won't delete those, but I won't extend these contracts. And unless we're going to do like specials and that, I'll have no intentions of doing something like that anytime soon. But at least another year in game. If it does come to the worst, like, and I've got another Grand Prix tournament, then I'll just do it like a King of the Ring and do it in one night. But you see so many people unhappy. Brock's unhappy because he's missed 2 of the Grand Prix, despite the fact he's wrestled on 1 and missed like 14. So that's a bit annoying. They just randomly get annoyed over certain Grand Prix. But as what it is, I'll improve them now, hopefully. As I say, we have 4 still to do. But I'm going to go and book Raw and SmackDown, and that'll take us into day 16, which will be the 8th match in Block B, and then we'll do 17 and 18, and then 19 will be after next week's Raw and SmackDown, and then we're at Survivor Series, and then after Survivor Series, we've got our split pay-per-views brand exclusive. So as always guys, thank you for watching, it's deeply appreciated. If you enjoyed the episode, don't be afraid to leave a thumbs up, any comments, constructive, positive or negative, let me know where can I improve. How would you sort out this horrible morale issue problem? Do you feel like I should have used better rotation with wrestlers that are not on the main shows? Or looking at some of these names, are they really names that are going to be pushed in the future? There's maybe some that have like minor, but I can easily fix that with giving them a bonus. As much as I'm only at 181 million, I say only, 11 million profit, we haven't even had pay-per-view this month, so we'll probably make a good 8 million, 9 million off that, and our profit will be pretty respectable, probably back up about the 9 million, so a wee bit lower than this. We'll be at 180 by the end of the month, but still, regardless, in a good position. I say thanks for watching guys, it's deeply appreciated, and hope I'll see you next time for day 16 of the WWE World Grand Prix. Bye bye.